This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Well, time to go up the tower once again. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Parasite Eve. In the last episode, we went through floors 11 through 20, so now we're going to go through 21 through 30 this time. So yeah, now we're starting to get some new enemies here, more snakes and those leaf creatures from the previous, what was it, in the Central Park. That's it. Yeah, we've got also spiders as well from the Spider Woman area, and our first storage room. Not too bad, although I guess not too bad when you fast forward through everything. So hopefully we get more rare stuff and new equipment. Here we get a monster under the mimic. Yeah, let's see if I can get a first blow on him or not. Sometimes you'll get lucky and sometimes not. Oh, nice, we straight up murdered him. And he drops a revive. Well, I mean, maybe I'll need the higher levels, but I really doubt it with the way I've built everything. So, and here we get a tool. Yeah, we're going to get like a lot of tools over the course of this thing. So I'll have to end up starting to use them here pretty soon, but I'll do that in between episodes. I don't want to use too many just because I need to mod some stuff for the, with the use of the rare cards. And I decided to leave in when I backtrack from a location, because with fast forward it doesn't take me that long to go through it anyway, but when I see a dead end, and sometimes I'll show a dead end where I show off the elevator too. Yeah, it's another case of me messing up and running into the dead end. But yeah, luckily we got to the. It's not too bad. Yeah, another case of me just me waiting there and looking at the map. I left that there because I was still looking at the map, just double checking. Because sometimes even when you look at the map, there's a couple of the random generated maps that look similar till you get to this point. So anyway, hit storeroom number 2 here. Let's see what goodies are inside this delicious box. Man, I'm getting some of the small ones. I'm only getting like 3 chests. But anyway, we get another tool. Yeah, they're all over the place, man. We get a PPKS rare card, so that's 1 for this at least venture. I think 4 total, if I remember correctly. Yeah, unfortunately, we need to find 14 of them if we want to get the best reward, which, if we find every single store, we'll find them eventually. It's just at what randomization do we eventually get all of them? Do we get them sooner than later? But I guess from randomization, it tends to spread them out. And there's the elevator, which will lead to a dead end, so that's why I'm backtracking a little bit here. But, yeah, we're finding ourselves in the next little section here. So, yeah, oh yeah, we got the, those, like, I guess mosquitoes or whatever that were from the hospital level. Still just as slow as ever. I mean, they were a bit beefier, but you know, not much else with my power. Oh yeah, another cut there. And the precious elevator. Yeah, here I was standing there for a second figuring out which map this was. Because I mean, I said in the last episode, but it's whatever the first room you encounter is, and then some maps will change depending on the second room you go into. Like if it's a corner and then a straight room, it will probably be these 2 or 3 patterns and so forth and so on. So I still haven't completely figured out, but I'm getting a little bit better at finding it. But anyway, find the storeroom for this floor right here. What is inside? 2 chests. Come on. Oh, no, 3. I see that one in the background. Hey, we go to bullet cap number 2. I don't need bullet caps, but I guess it's assuming. I got another tool. Like, assuming maybe we got like a grenade launcher. Oh, we got a super tool. Nice. Those are always good to have. But it's almost like the game's like assuming maybe instead of using a machine gun, maybe I chose like the handgun or maybe the grenade launcher or something like that. But nope, machine gun or handgun really, just because with how fast they are. I mean, the rifle I guess could work if you just put a lot of power into it, but you could put a lot of power into any weapon and make it just as strong. So yeah, I like when I get some of the floors where I'm actually like super efficient at it and actually find the right map almost immediately there afterwards. But it doesn't happen all the time. Yeah, another case of me looking at the map just to make sure I got the right. I could probably look it up while I'm waiting here, because at least the old strategy guide where it's from has let's see, 5, 6, like 12, another 12, 24, 30, 40. Oh, we got a super tool in here. 40. Yeah, there's like 70 different combinations. CR evade +1. And what we got here? Mark 23. Yeah, it's an okay gun if you don't have the junk gun. It has the first strike ability. I was checking to see what its bonuses were, or I'll probably end up breaking that down since I don't need that. But I think I'm gonna save not doing all the weapons, because I think when I give the rare cards, I think I have to, even though I can give the rare cards to Wayne, I think I have to actually use them, I believe. So I have to at least have a mod option available. So I'm not gonna kill every single weapon I've got, but I'll maybe save like a couple of weapons so that I can actually mod them when I give them to Wayne. Because I don't know if you have to mod them both times, because when you give Wayne a mod card, or a rare card, it lets you mod 2 weapons instead of just the one, or it lets you mod twice instead. So it's better than a trading card in the sense you get 2 mods. But I don't know if you have to mod it twice for it to count as giving it to him. You might be able to just do it once. Another 3 chests. Let's see, we get an offense +2 here. What's in here? Tool. And another tool. Just have a ding counter for every time we get a tool. And the M8702 shotgun. Really for those who need another burst. But I don't know. I've never done a whole run where I use the shotgun. I mean, the biggest thing about the shotgun is the burst, but you can just move it over. I don't know how much that would really change the playthrough. Probably not by too much. And I already know what it's like to play through a whole game using the grenade launcher. Not a good idea, at least because I didn't build it up as well as I could have. Or I didn't use my bonus points properly or something like that. But I don't even remember what weapon I used to. I think I had to restart the game, frankly, at that point when that happened. Oh, I decided to leave that in. It was me looking at the map again. Usually I was pretty good about trying to cut out some of the stuff where I'm just standing there for like a couple of seconds, because that's not interesting to see, just someone standing there. It's like, well, at least hopefully I'm talking or something. Anyway, let's see what this storage room's got. Alright, I got a Type 64. It's got the critical up ability, which I'm probably going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just, tool that. What I should have done is I probably should have super tooled it to get the points from it, because I had a few points, but at the time I wasn't thinking about it, so I just decided to add the critical up to my weapon. So now I have higher chances of critting people when I smack them. So, and we get a defense +1, so not bad for that. I think here in this run I do end up getting the darkness ability for a weapon, which I at the time, I mean, we'll talk about that when we get to the boss, but I wish I'd actually decided to implement it. But the only problem is the armor I was using, I already modded it out as much as you could, and only had 4 slots. And I don't even think it's till like 450 or something like that till we get an armor that actually could hold a few more than just 4 modded slots. But yeah, not in this case, not today. But I mean, I still beat the boss fairly easily, but there's a few complications when we get to it. But anyway, heading right to the next storage room. Let's see. Got a camera. What am I fighting? How dare you? I think that's supposed to be a rat thing, if I recall. I think. But I killed it so quickly, I didn't even really get a good chance to look at it. Alright, what's in here? Oh, another monster. A damn mimic. Take this, mimic. Hopefully don't get the drop on me. Ah, oh well. Yeah, it's only 100 damage. Hate to see what happens at the higher end mimics when they hit you. I don't remember. It's been so long. I only play... I like, for these, I barely do playtesting for this random... Anyway, we got the ceramic jacket. Has a auto heal on it. I'll probably break that down for stuff later. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and heal, even though don't really need to. But I'm gonna make sure you're at 100%. All right, back to the speed up. The only problem with doing the speed up process is, or at least the way I'm doing it anyway, is I have to do the recording, and then I have to edit it, and then I have to I have to record dialogue right afterwards. So that means I have to like double my workload on this. This is probably why I don't do it very often, just because because I'm so lazy. Well, I am a little lazy. I accidentally grabbed the Curiums there. Whoops. That still happens every once in a while. I'll still like accept. I think at the time I was trying to look at the map to see where. I ended up leaving that again. I'm usually looking at the map if I was staring at that, and I think I wasn't paying attention, so I took the items. I'm like, whoops. Oh well, it's not like it didn't take that long to kill it or anything with that. So now we find ourselves just running through. I think in the last couple floors, I think I get kind of lucky with the maps. Like I figure them out pretty quickly, and we just run through them. Except for I have to like take a couple different turns just to see if it's the map I'm looking at. But anyway, get the bomber jacket. It's strong against darkness. This is the jacket I was talking about that has the darkness. So at some point, oh, we also get the MIT rare card there, and we get an offense +1. So a pretty good room. Yeah, at some point in a later level, I'm gonna hopefully we'll get the armor drop I want, so I can swap out, so I can get the anti-darkness ability, which weirdly enough we get it on the floor, which is probably would have been the most useful outside of the main storyline, which I still find it weird that the game gives me the anti-darkness ability like after the game's over, when it could have been really useful during the area with the bats, you know, in the subway, but the subway and sewer combination. But I mean, the game gives you a lot of darkness to make up, like cure Ds to make up for it, but I don't know. I mean, isn't the whole point of the game like trying to use the tools and make kind of like over the course of the playthrough, try to make your an efficient like armor to defend against that? But anyway, hit another storage, and that's one of the dinosaurs again. It's gonna wreck him, send him back to the prehistoric age. This is why you were, you know, this is why you were taken out by a meteorite and thousands of years of freezing. Anyway, we got a range +1, nice for the weapon, and a defense +2. I could always use more buffs, and getting more range on my gun helps. I'm pretty close. I do have a few bonus points. I might go ahead and use those to, I think I've got like 900 bonus points, so I might use those to just up the rest of my range to an acceptable level, and then whenever I finally start getting levels again, which won't be till like the later levels, I'll start beefing them up into attack and defense. Although my defense is at a decent amount, but you could always use more, especially higher on. Yeah, I think this is another 4 I figured out pretty... Well, okay, I say pretty quickly, and then I run into a dead end. Maybe it was the previous 4 I was thinking of. But usually if I run into a dead end at a certain point, it's usually me figuring out which version of the map this is. And finally we hit the final floor, the 430 of this map. And I speed it up until I actually hit the storage room, and then I decide to slow it down for this encounter. Yeah, too bad the enemies don't get enough chance to attack me, so I have no idea if they have any unique abilities or what their weaknesses are. Which, at this point in the game, there's no point rambling out what they're weak or strong against. As long as you don't put, like, the fire elemental ability or ice elemental ability on your weapon, you'll be fine, because if they're resistant to that or strong against that, you won't do any damage. So, yeah, the sad thing about this game is even though there's strengths and weaknesses, I never really found a good need to make a, like, some people would say, oh, make a weapon with just fire and use that, and then have multiple weapons with different buffs on them, but I never found that worthwhile. I mean, I guess if you played through the game's EX mode like multiple times, then yeah, I guess so. But anyway, find the final storage room of this run anyway. Yeah, we got a tool. Woohoo, another tool. Didn't see that coming. Anyway, we got the SV suit 1 that has a couple of extra items slots. So, and the M79-3, so not much to that one, but I might use that if I have enough slots on my armor. Maybe I might add those to my final armor for the Chrysler, but we'll see what happens. It's not that big a deal to have the item slots, but yeah, I decided to set it back to normal speed for this so we can pair against the boss. And this boss actually takes me a lot longer than I expected. But anyway, hide on in. Time to get some pesticide for boss time against the Centipede again. He's basically like before, and during this fight, I'll actually show off one of his abilities I didn't show off the first time I played because we got him to his next form pretty quickly. And he's going to end up hitting me with this a lot, yeah. And his ability casts darkness on you, so I have to use either get really close to him or cast Medic, which removes your abilities. And then you can still attack after that because the range is based off your darkness. And yeah, I keep trying to find a way to get back into the side of him, but he keeps using the ability before I can get back to him. So that finally splits up into his multi-form. And unfortunately, this guy, I guess every time he hits you, he can possibly cast darkness, because at some point, I'll show you here in a second, when get to, like, his split-up form is easy until I accidentally get hit, which I think happens here. Yep, and I get hit with darkness, and so the rest of this fight is me waiting for Yeah, and he was actually doing a decent amount of damage to me too, 100 per shot. But yeah, I was at darkness. I was like, oh crap, I don't have a P for medic, so I have to. Now I wish I'd held onto a D here, but I didn't think I would actually get hit. I thought by the time I got here, or when I fought him, I thought I'd defeat him pretty quickly, and I just got a bit me and my hubris. So yeah, I'm basically just waiting for medic to appear so I can finally blast him. And the funny thing is yeah, he had one more shot to kill him. Man, that annoyed me. But anyway, we get Chrysler key number 3. So that's it for floors 21 through 30. So on the next episode of Parasite Eve, yeah, I'm checking my key and stats. I'll have to drop them all off. But the next episode of Parasite Eve, we'll go through floors 31 through 40. What will we find? We'll find out next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.